Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Little side fan flip for you. Available summer 2023, the album Dad, Shimmy Shimmy AF. Jesse's Girl. I wish that I had Jesse's Girl. Boost! Where can I find a woman like that? I don't know why that song entered my head today, but it did. Reminds me of my younger years of wearing my terry cloth shorts, my terry cloth tank top, and having my lip gloss in my little pocket, and me and the girls in the street would run around, and we would talk to all the neighbors, and the neighbors would tell us the woes, and now that I think about it, not a whole lot has changed. That's kind of my life today. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I have had such a great day today already. I got up, I went and got my hair cut. What do we think? Does it look nice? Does it look fierce? I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. Anyway, and then I was sitting on the front porch, drinking a little iced coffee. And I didn't really know what to make a video about today. As I was sitting, I was cleaning out my brush, my hairbrush, cleaning out, picking all the hairs out of my hairbrush, and I thought, oh well, why not a Jaclyn Hill video? All these hairs from these hairy lipsticks, why not a Jaclyn Hill video? Now listen, to all of you out there, okay, that want to say, okay, that joke is old, it's not funny, we shouldn't be talking about the hairy lipsticks anymore. If Jaclyn Hill can make jokes about it, I can make jokes about it too, okay? So let's just not even get into all that today, right? Jaclyn Hill came out and she made a joke about the lipsticks. So if she can do it, I can do it too, okay? So there you go. But anyway, I've got lots to talk about today. We're gonna talk about Jaclyn Hill. We're gonna talk about this new video that she just put out that's not doing very well and is not getting a great response. And a lot of people have a lot of questions about it. And then I also want to talk about the non-disclosure stuff and some other things that I have found since doing my last video. And also this idea that Jaclyn Hill still believes that she owns her own makeup company. I think she's very confused. Okay, there's court documents and things. Now listen, I do have a true crime book club that I run with my good Jenny Mel. Hey Mel, how are you? So I do know a little bit about true crime, and I do know a little bit about court documents, and I have read the court documents, and I actually have something to refer to today and talking about all this, but I think she's very confused. I don't know that Jaclyn Hill, I think she needs to take like a spelling lesson or a vocabulary lesson, because I don't think that she knows the difference between like CEO, creative director, and face on the picture. I don't think she knows the difference at all. I really don't. I don't think that Jaclyn Hill knows the difference. But anyway, so let's get into this video. I put on a little bit of lip gloss first so that I can be ready to say my truth. Today, you know, whatever, damn lip gloss. Whenever I say I gotta talk about my truth, people always go, there's your truth and then there's the truth. Well, today, we're gonna be talking about the truth, okay? We're gonna be talking about the truth about Jaclyn Hill today. That's what we're gonna be talking about. So are you ready, boys and girls, for drama class? Do you have your number 2 pencil sharpened? Are you taking your notes? Do you have your Trapper Keepers open? I hope you do, okay? Welcome to summer school. There will be a Scantron test, a little pop-up quiz at the end of this class today. So I hope that you're taking notes, okay? Now, a lot of this is repetitive information about Jaclyn Hill, so you probably should have learned this in previous classes that you've taken. But Jaclyn Hill doesn't seem to learn it, okay? And all I have to say about that is justice for Puss Puss. So anyway, the cat that she was allergic to, that she's not allergic to anymore because she rubs it all over her, okay? That one, you know, that cat that's all over the inside of her house now that she like pets and everything, justice for Puss Puss, okay? So anyway, God forbid, okay, Puss Puss sheds a little bit of her hair, not her hairy lipsticks, but you know, the hairy lipsticks of Jaclyn Hill. God forbid Puss Puss shed some of that cat hair onto one of Jaclyn Hill's Chanel purses, because if that's the case, she's gone. They're going to get rid of that cat in a heartbeat, trust. Okay, so anyway, Jaclyn Hill put up this video. Hold on just a second. She put this up 2 days ago. It's sitting at 124,000 views. Not doing very good, Jaclyn Hill. Okay, not doing very good. And this is a get ready with me, which she has not done in quite some time. But she's been saying that she wants to get back to playing with makeup because she just loves makeup so much, okay? But she's wanting to get back to makeup. No, she knows that that's what people love, is her doing makeup and things like that. What's interesting about this is that that's what got her all of her fame and her attention on YouTube anyway. And I think this is a good example of how people are kind of done with Jaclyn Hill, that she comes back and she does what her fans want for her to do, and she still doesn't get that many views on a Get Ready With Me, okay? She gets 124,000 views. It's one of her least, it's one of her, whenever I do the dolphin noise, people go crazy. It's one of her least viewed, most horribly viewed videos that she has up in a very, very long time, right? Okay, so she does this video, and it's called Get Ready With Me Trying New Products. And if you go underneath here, hold on a second, I keep on pulling up the music. Why do I keep on doing that? Okay, why is it will not bring up the bottom part of it? It just keeps on pulling up the music. I don't know why it's doing that. When you pull up underneath the description box, why is it not doing this for me? I don't care if the artist is Andrew Jordan Music. Pull up anyway, in the description box, it said something about she's trying new products and all this kind of stuff. So she goes in this video, okay, and I'm very confused about this video. She goes in this video and she says that she bought all these new products. She had to buy them. She even says this one thing. She's like, I had to buy this, okay? God forbid a beauty influencer has to buy their own products, especially one that's worth millions of dollars, right? God forbid they have to buy their own products at Sephora. That she had to go in and she had to buy all these products at Sephora that all the TikTok girlies, that she refers to them as, they were trying all these new products. So she wants to try all these new products, okay? So she does, and I will say that at the beginning of the video, she tries, I don't know, 3 to 5 of the new products. The box, I think, when you look at it, has maybe 40 to 50 plus products in it, maybe 60. I don't know. There's a lot of products in this box, right? So it's interesting to me that she only, out of all these, she could have tried every one of those products, just even for a second, right? But she goes in and she only tries like 3 to 5 of them. Now, what she's getting a lot of backlash for is that she starts using a lot of her own products in there. In fact, she uses the old school Jaclyn Morphe eyeshadow palette. And she even comes out and says, are there any new eyeshadow palettes out? Like, I haven't seen any come out recently. And yeah, girl, aren't you a friend of Trend Moods? Don't you follow Trend Moods? She's posting eyeshadow palettes over there every single day, girl, okay? I think literally there's like a new eyeshadow palette that comes out almost every single day. And if you ever even got on Sephora's website, which you must have to order these things unless your team did that for you for this purpose of this video, then you would see all the new eyeshadow palettes. You know, if you were actually the makeup influencer of the world that you think you are, you would keep up to date on the new products that are being released and see that people are releasing new eyeshadow palettes and things like that. But no, you want to go back to the old school Jaclyn palette because that's tried and true and all this kind of stuff, right? So she's getting a lot of backlash because she uses powder, she uses eyeshadow palettes, things like that, that are her own products. Allegedly, okay, allegedly from her own brand. Well, the Morphe collab, I mean, that was hers, right? But the other stuff that she uses in there from Jaclyn Cosmetics, she even goes in and says stuff like, I'm so proud of my team, and blah, 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 blah. We came up with all these colors, and I'm so proud of my team for coming up with these colors. And I'm like, girl, seriously? Like, I'm looking for my fan. Like, you have a team. You have a team. Being the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics, which we now know, and I just want to get into this real quick before we get into anything else. I actually looked to see if there was any updated court situations, information going on with Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I couldn't find anything, but what was interesting was I did find back in February of 2022, February 22nd of 2023, this tweet that Jen Loves Reviews put out. And the tweet says, I'm seeing a lot of confusion with the Jaclyn Cosmetics bankruptcy case. It's important to understand. 1, Jaclyn Hill did not declare bankruptcy. This is because she does not own any part of Jaclyn Cosmetics. Number 2, bankruptcy does not mean that a company is going out of business. They could be restructuring and things like that. Number 3, Jaclyn seems to only be involved because of alleged outstanding contracts and debt owed to her by Forma, Morphe, and Jaclyn Cosmetics. 4, Oxygen Development seems to be involved because Forma Morphe has alleged outstanding debt. 5, the upcoming court hearing is to resolve this matter of alleged outstanding debt to Jaclyn Hill and Oxygen Development. 6, to my knowledge, no one is taking Jaclyn or taking Oxygen Development to court at this time. If they were, it would be a completely different case. And that's from her, in the video that she did at that time. Jen reviewed all the information and she looked through the court documents, and that was where Jen had put up on screen and everything, where Jaclyn was never at any point ever listed as the CEO, the co-founder, the chief financial officer, nothing. Basically, she was contracted out to do stuff for Jaclyn Cosmetics and was paid a certain price for that, right? So those are court documents. Like, I know, like, it's baffling to me right now in the world that we live in, when there's factual evidence. I was just talking to a friend of mine earlier about this, with the whole situation with Colleen Ballinger and Adam McIntyre. And there's literally, like, when you go through Colleen's Instagram feed, there's comments that people will say things and say, I've seen all of the evidence that has been shown, and I know that there's no truth to this evidence whatsoever. I know what kind of person you are, okay? Oh, girl, seriously! Seriously, okay? You can see court documents from Jaclyn Hill, and you know that there's no truth to that. Court documents, okay? You can see factual evidence of things that Colleen Ballinger came out and said herself, but you know that that's not who she is as a person. You know that there's no truth to that, right? Okay, that is where people talk about parasocial relationships being really sick and twisted. When you will literally stand by and defend these people at any expense when you do not know them. Okay, and you know, and speaking about Colleen Ballinger for a second, but I'm going to also talk about Jaclyn Hill in this. You know, what's interesting to me about all these fans that are coming out and defending Colleen is like, are you guys, if one piece of evidence that you should be witnessing through all of this is how Colleen has treated her fans through the years, okay? You're her fan. This is how she would treat you, okay? She would talk about you behind your back. She would say crappy things about you. She would not care about your feelings or your emotions. She'd take advantage of you, on and on and on. Jaclyn Hill is the same way. You know, Jaclyn Hill constantly comes out and has no problem posting a DM that somebody sends her that she's upset about, or say, the one thing that I've learned in 10 years of being on social media is how cruel people can be, whatever. Oh, all those fans that have supported you and bought your products that stand by you, still to this day, it's like, when she put up that statement, there were a lot of people that were like, I feel you, girl, I understand. She's talking about you. Do you not understand that? She's talking about you. She doesn't care about her fans. All she cares about is the money. All these people care about is the money, the cha-ching, the cha-ching, the cha-ching. The more money that they're going to get, right? Okay, so it's baffling to me. We're not just talking about opinions. It's not like we're not just talking about me getting in a drama video and sharing my opinion about something. We're talking about factual evidence. We're talking about factual court documents that show that Jaclyn Hill was never the CEO of Jaclyn Cosmetics. She has not come out and addressed it to the contrary. She has not come out and shown any proof to the contrary. In fact, I said in a video not too long ago, talking about Jaclyn Hill, when Jordan was in the podcast and he said, people do not know the truth behind the scenes. And I said, then Jaclyn, get in a video and address the truth. Show evidence and allow people to make their own decisions. If Jaclyn wants to get in a video and she wants to say, you guys, there's absolutely no truth to these court documents, I 100% was the CEO. Here you go. Here's evidence of me being the CEO. Here's evidence of me paying money to start this company. Here's all this. But no, she's ran with this narrative that this was a family-owned business, that she started it with money that she saved, that she was the CEO. And now we're finding out that that's not true, and she doesn't even come out and address it. And yet she doubles and triples and quadruples down in videos and continues to say, my team. Girl, what team is it that you have? Okay? Seriously? You got a team of fools running around you telling you exactly what you want to hear. I think they're letting you think that you got a team or that you're involved in all this and whatever, but that's not the case, okay? What you are is a salesperson. You're a salesperson for Jaclyn Cosmetics. You're the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. We know that now, okay? Just come out and own it. Just come out and say, you guys, I didn't think that people would buy into my products if I didn't say this. I was really excited. I needed to find backers. This is how I did it. This is how I started my company, blah, 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 whatever, okay? Just come out and tell your truth. Just, why can't in 2023, why can't we just come out and own our truth? Why can't we just take accountability? I mean, like, I would like to see that be the trend, the new normal for 2023, is for all of these a-holes out there, okay? And I'm sorry, but that's worth 25 cents in the cuss jar. I'd like for all these a-holes to come out and tell their truth and take some accountability for their actions. That's what I would like to see, okay? So Jaclyn Hill does this video, right? Let's get ready with me. Now, let me just tell you what I don't understand about this video, because she does clap back at people in the comment sections. What I don't understand is, if Jaclyn had come out at the beginning of this video and she had said, I'm going to try some of these new products that I bought, but I'm also going to use a lot of my own products because I really believe in them and they're trustworthy products from my own brand. It's not her own brand, we know that. But the brand that I endorse, it's called Jaclyn Cosmetics, whatever she wants to say, okay? But if she would have come out, let's just give it to her, let her, you act like it's your brand for a little bit, Jaclyn, okay? We'll let you have that. If she would have come out and said, hey, you guys, I wanted to do a get ready with me. I really miss doing these. I really miss sitting down and talking to you guys, so I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to try some of these products that were mentioned on TikTok that I saw, but I'm also going to use some of my own products because I really believe in them, and I believe them to be tried and true and things like that. Nobody would have had an issue with this video. The problem is she holds up this huge box of Sephora products and acts like everything that she's going to try is from Sephora that she bought, which Jaclyn Cosmetics is not sold at Sephora, it's sold at Ulta. So a lot of people are questioning, well, why are you doing a Sephora haul, basically trying all these products from Sephora when Jaclyn Cosmetics isn't even sold at Sephora, and here you are talking about, so it doesn't even make any sense, right? And that's all she had to do was come out at the beginning of the video, and she would have just cleared it, okay? So when you go underneath the comments are really, really interesting. First of all, the very first comment on the video, which I absolutely live for, the top comment right now, okay, is from Nick Snyder at The Viewer's Voice. The #1 top comment is from Nick Snyder at The Viewer's Voice, which I love Nick for this, right? And he says, since when is Jaclyn Cosmetics in Sephora? Okay? Now, Jaclyn, who's the queen of deleting comments and blocking people, she's already come out and told you that she ain't gonna delete Nick's tweet, okay, or comment. The reason why is she knows as soon as she deletes his comment, people are gonna come for her and they're gonna say, or, why did you delete this tweet? Nick will probably get in a video and be like, Jaclyn Hill deleted my comment. Or, not tweet, comment. Jaclyn Hill deleted my comment when I asked her about this Sephora products, whatever. She knows he's going to call her out on it, right? And so she doesn't delete the comment. But when you go underneath here, what's interesting is she has liked so many of these comments, but that's like the one that she hasn't, okay? And underneath his tweet, somebody put like dead, somebody said LMAO, somebody said it's an ad, she's sneaky. Because a lot of people are saying that her sales are down and that this is an ad for her to make more money. Like I said, Jaclyn Hill only is concerned about the money, right? Which I'm going to talk more about that with the ad disclosure in just a second. So when you go underneath here, the comments are very, very interesting. In fact, I wanted to read this one. Hold on a second. I knew she was going to use her own products. LOL. She never fails us, is what somebody said. And Jaclyn responds to it, and she says, okay, but asking for real? Why wouldn't I use my own products? If you had a cosmetics line, would you use it? Yeah, I would do a get ready with me. I just want to talk to you guys, and I wouldn't say at the beginning of this video, I'm trying all new products. Actually, Jaclyn, the title of your video is Get Ready With Me Chatting plus Trying New Products, okay? It's not Get Ready With Me Chatting, Trying New Products, and the products that I believe in from my own brand. That's not the title of your video, okay? So, not to mention, she doesn't even link most of the products down here, but she sure as hell links her brand down underneath here, okay? So when you go underneath here, it's interesting because it's got 24, that tweet has 24 comments. She's the first one. And somebody said, yep, she used a few other products at the beginning trying to suck us in of the video and then right down to her own. Ridiculous. Somebody said, for real though, maybe if you uploaded regularly and didn't sell something in each video, because if she's not doing that, she's doing affiliate links for Amazon, it wouldn't feel as weird. Somebody said, answering for real, because you showed a huge box of products saying you were going to play with a bunch of new products and then use 2, which she used about 5. And while using the powder, you even try and get your own powder in the shot. It's okay to use your own products, but then don't try to make it look like new product video when it just isn't. Somebody said, the problem isn't you using your own products, it's the fact that you said you were going to try all new products and showed us a box full of Sephora stuff only to use 3 products and all of the rest are Jaclyn Hill products, okay? And it just goes on and on and on. And all these people are just coming for her. The title of the video says, trying new products, not doing a full face of makeup with new products. She said many times she got something new but didn't use it so that she knows that what she didn't like. If she suggested something, I'd want to know she felt 100% confident about it too, this person says. And there are comments on here that are for Jaclyn as well. Somebody said, I'm not saying she can't use her own products. I'm not saying she can't be obsessed with her own products. She said herself, I'm going to use a bunch of new products. And the reality is, she doesn't. She uses an equal amount of new products as she does to Jaclyn Cosmetics products. And when you watch the video, the reality is, okay, even though she's using like a Givenchy powder, I think, and other things like that, she downplays the quality of these other products and really sings the praises of her own products. So it really is an ad, is what it is, okay? But like I said, Jaclyn Hill made a little bit of a joke about, hold on a second, let me find it, her own, coming out and her own, where is it at? Oh shoot, where did I have it? She came out and made a joke about her own lipsticks. So Jaclyn Hill, on this TikTok that she did while she was cooking, she was talking about avocados and all these people, like she didn't know if she should use these avocados because these avocados look sour and they weren't ripe anymore. And she's like, should I still use them? The girlies on TikTok told me I should still use them and whatever. And a lot of people had a lot of comments about this. A lot of people were saying things like, you know, you're rich when, or rich witch, I guess, when you're throwing out avocados. Then she came back and said the avocado cost me 88 cents or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so it goes on and on and on. And like she says in here, I repeat, don't forget the green onion. And somebody said that was a perfectly safe to eat avocado. What a waste. Somebody said throwing away an avocado is rich. And then she puts at the bottom of this is on her Instagram story, not me getting canceled over an avocado that cost me 80 cents. Some of y'all weren't around for my lipstick era, and it shows, with a crying emoji. Okay, so there she is, coming out again, making jokes of the lipsticks. Okay, well, I guess she's past that. We don't have to get no answers from Jaclyn Hill anymore about the 6 scientists that she hired to go in and look at these lipsticks, which I think is a lie straight from the pit of hell. Okay? Prove me wrong, Jaclyn. And I'll own it all day long. I'll get on video and say, I guess it wasn't a lie. I guess she was telling the truth because now she's come out and she said what she found from the 6 scientists. What did you find out from the 6 scientists? That she should have listened? Did the scientists call you up on the phone and say, hey, Jaclyn, our evidence found that you should have listened to Marlene Estelle and not used that lab that you used? Ouch! Mic drop moment. That's probably what the scientists told her, okay? You should have listened to Marlene Estelle and not used the lab that you used. But you chose to anyway, and you chose to rush the orders, which we know now, okay? So you can't come out and say what the 6 scientists found when probably what the 6 scientists found is that you're partly to blame for what happened with the lipsticks on the brand that you don't even own. Okay, so girl, to be honest with you, I don't know why you're taking the fall for a brand you didn't even own. If it were me at this point, I'd come out and be like, listen, y'all, okay? I was paid a lot of money to come out and say that this was my brand. I wanted a brand so bad that I was willing to do whatever. And I had saved quite a bit of money. And I did put my money into Jaclyn Cosmetics. But then I had to find a lot of backers, okay? I had to find backers that were financially going to support Jaclyn Cosmetics and get it to where it is today. And I am proud of where Jaclyn Cosmetics is today. But no, I have never been the CEO. And I have never been... What is going on? Come on. Focus. And I've never been the CFO and all that kind of stuff. You know, I was basically hired for such and such reason. And I took the fall for the lipsticks because I got my audience to be invested in buying products for me because I was the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I wish I hadn't done that because those are not lipsticks that I should have stood behind. But you did, and you took responsibility for it. And you still can't come out and talk about it. You still can't even talk about how you don't own your own brand, girl. Seriously? I'm confused. I'm so confused. There's so many things that Jaclyn Hill just acts like are just going to float away and she's not going to talk about, right? So I want to say that. But then I wanted to bring attention, hold on a second, to, oh shoot, where is it? I got so many receipts in my phone. I got this receipt that I found on Kevin J. Bennett's Instagram story that he posted. And it was a tweet from Manny MUA from 2016 when Manny said, sorry, MUAs, makeup artist. I used to think Mua was his last name. I really did. But we're here and we're not going anywhere. So either be with us or get the F out of our way. Okay? And Kevin J. Bennett responded to it and said, you call working MUAs haters and jealous because we won't support beauty influencers scamming people. Then you go on Twitter tantrum and threaten us? Okay, that's mature. The tweet was in response to me publicly commenting on the Jaclyn Hill and Becca controversy, another thing she has never come out and addressed. I was questioning how influencers have become more interested in monetizing than giving their fans good advice. So, of course, I'm wrong for trying to prevent people from getting scammed. Seriously, I am so tired of being called a hater when I'm trying to keep money in your damn pockets. Okay, is what Kevin James Bennett came out and said. Then he comes out and underneath this post, because that was his response to that in 2016, he says, I laughed when this popped up on my Facebook memories. The post is even more relevant 7 years later due to the rampant dishonesty of beauty and fashion influencers on TikTok. Yes, we're looking at you, Michaela. Followers of major beauty and fashion influencers finally realized that non-disclosure is not only illegal, it's a blatant breach of trust between the influencers and their followers. Do you think this post aged well? And then he put hashtag non-disclosure, hashtag non-disclosure is illegal, hashtag non-disclosure is lying. Okay? Now, this is a trained makeup artist that is an expert in his field talking about non-disclosure and how serious it is. Do not come over to my video and say, what does it matter if she doesn't disclose? What does it matter, okay? Because the reason why is, at the end of the day, whether she's making money off this or not, okay, she is giving you dishonest reviews and she is posting anything she possibly can to make coin off of at the hopes that you guys will go buy it, whether she really likes it or not, you know? So, you know, she put up this whole thing about this perfume that she was sponsored to do this sponsor post about was clean or something like that. And she said she thought she was going to wear it to her wedding because she loved it so much. And this is going to maybe be my wedding scent and all this kind of stuff just to go out. Then she didn't even, that wasn't her wedding scent. Her jewelry wasn't her wedding jewelry. She gets paid to use her wedding as a marketing tool. And then she doesn't even follow through with any of that. I mean, seriously? It's baffling to me. And people continue to stand by it. Now, I was sent this by several people, which I thought was interesting. Hold on a second. This is a screenshot from Jessica Braun, fellow Indiana YouTuber of the world. Hey, Jessica, how are you? And people were sending me this screenshot, and they were saying, and this is how you do it, okay? So she's holding up these products right here. I don't know if you can see, Jessica. I'm not going to put the screenshot in there. But she put hashtag the first thing on the comment section, okay? The first thing, hashtag ad. That's how you do it. Guys, Kosas is having their 20% off summer sale now until June 20th, and she goes on and talks about it, okay? Hashtag ad, the very first thing that she says underneath there, right? Let you know that it's an ad right away. That's how you do it. That's an honest beauty influencer. That's an honest YouTuber right there, okay? So anyway, I just want to say that. Now, I have to tell you, I found a couple other things I thought were interesting when I was just like looking online. Because I do come for Jaclyn Hill a lot, and Jaclyn Hill is not the only one that does it. I see a lot of people. Now, that whole Laura Lee friendship over there, a lot of them do it. Laura Lee does it. She posts affiliate links and she don't ever disclose. Daniel Prada, Joey Graceffa's ex, he posts a lot of affiliate links and he don't ever disclose. There's a lot of Instagram people that I have followed that don't ever disclose, okay? Very rarely they'll put like ad or sponsored or partner or whatever, where you're supposed to assume that the person understands what that means by saying that you're a partner. No, 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 no. You cannot say that. You cannot put Adidas partner down there and assume that people understand that you're getting paid a $10,000 check for wearing an Adidas coat or Adidas pair of shoes in your post. They don't understand that. You have to put hashtag ad on your post or in the description box and make it front and center so people can see that. You have to do that, okay? So if you don't believe me about this, go to these people's Instagram stories or their Instagram posts and whatever and see where they're doing all this kind of tomfoolery. And then they are, if you go to the link to where they have it linked to go buy, in the link, you will see, if you take it and you copy and post it, it'll say their name in there somewhere, okay? It'll say like Laura Lee or Jaclyn Hill or More Seasoning like her husband and whatever, okay? What was interesting was, I was looking at YouTube, or I was looking at TikTok the other day, and I saw this TikToker by the name of Come Affiliate with Gabby, okay? And I was watching this thing, and she was talking about it. I was like, oh, this is smart, I guess, if you want to like make a lot of money on the affiliate links. And she did this whole, I just watched a couple of her TikToks, but her whole thing is all about making money with affiliate codes off of Amazon, basically, right? Mostly Amazon. Other things as well, but mostly Amazon. And she did this whole thing about going in, and patio furniture is really popular right now because of the summertime. Go in, look at all the patio furniture, see which one's getting the most clicks, take that, screenshot it, go put it up on Pinterest, Okay, and then become an Amazon affiliate, apply for the program, and then once you've applied for that program, you can get a link to that product, right? And when you put it on Pinterest, you put your link. So when people go click that and they see it on Pinterest to buy it, they immediately go to your link and you make coin from your picture just being over there on Pinterest, right? She didn't mention anything about ad on there. She didn't mention one thing about having to disclose and it's an ad. Not to mention, I found this other gal over here, and she was talking about Lululemon pays $8,000 a month, okay? This is money-making mama. Lululemon will pay you $8,000 every single month just to work from home. And I was thinking, you know, this is real interesting to me because Jaclyn Hill is somebody that she's posted a lot of links to Lululemon, right? I was not aware they had a whole full... It stopped. I was at the 30-minute mark, I guess. I was not aware that Lululemon had a full affiliate program. Now, I figured she probably got some sponsorship with them or something like that, but I didn't realize they had a whole affiliate program that you can apply for. So Jaclyn Hill posts a lot of Lululemon in her stuff, and every time she links it, she's making money off that. Jaclyn Hill's got Lululemon, Amazon, and several other places that she does this with, okay? Not to mention she's got her own brands, and people want to say Jaclyn Hill's not money hungry. That's all Jaclyn Hill cares about. The reason that she posted this video is to make more money because her products on Jaclyn Cosmetics are not doing that great. So she does this video where she says, I'm going to bring attention to all these new products, gets people excited about the fact that she's going to review these new products and talk about new products because that's what people loved Jaclyn to do back in the day. And she doesn't even talk about mostly the new products. She just sings the praises of her own products, okay? Getting people to go and want to buy her own products because she doesn't link the other products in the description box. She links those products. Make it make sense, okay? So it is all about the money. Now, I'm going to tell you about this Amazon thing. I'm about so done with it at this point. I'm thinking about we need to have some public Google document somewhere where anybody that you see on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or whatever who is not disclosing affiliate links appropriately needs to be listed on this Google document, and then somebody needs to be sending that to Amazon and saying, why are you not checking these people? You know, when you go over here and you look at these TikToks, this TikTok that I talked about originally, she has 152,000 followers, and she got 278,000 likes on this TikTok, okay? So there are a lot of, and she's teaching people basically to scam and non-disclose, okay? So you're using your affiliate code to teach other people to non-disclose about affiliate links on Amazon, which if you read the bylaws of Amazon and being an affiliate member, you have to disclose, okay? So let's just take, you know, the FTC out of this for a second because everybody wants to say, well, they're not going to do anything about it, blah, 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 whatever. Well, why isn't Amazon doing anything about it? Because they're making too much money off of it? Well, maybe people need to start demanding that Amazon do something about this. Maybe people need to start demanding that Amazon looks into all of this. I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm just putting that out there in the universe. It would be interesting, wouldn't it, if people started saying, well, why don't you look at this person and why don't you look at that person? And these people are making a lot of money. Maybe off of Amazon. Maybe that's why they don't care. My question to the Federal Trade Commission would be, so if Amazon is letting these people get away with this, right? If Amazon is letting people sell products and non-disclose when it's in their bylaws, and they're allowing people to get in TikToks and teach people to non-disclose, that Jaclyn Hill, her husband, her cat, Puss, and her sister and everybody else non-disclosing, Laura Lee's not disclosing, all these people are non-disclosing, right? It's like, at some point, where does Amazon get held accountable for that as well? Okay? You know, and if Amazon gets held accountable for that, and the FTC comes in and goes, now wait a second. Yes, these people are responsible for this, but Amazon, you have been aware of this for a very long time, and you haven't looked into the people that are using your affiliate codes and your affiliate links because you're making way too much money off of this, so you don't care, and you've turned, you know, an eye to all this kind of stuff, and you really don't care. But this is seriously problematic. So Amazon, we're going to fine you too, because they can be fined for this, and Lululemon can be fined for this, okay? For allowing their affiliates to non-disclose and not check on them. So it would be interesting if all of a sudden there were tens of thousands of people that were reported to Amazon for not disclosing their affiliate links, you know? And I have to just say this is what is so baffling to me about being somebody that talks a lot about products in here, that talks a lot about books that I'm reading or shows that I'm watching. You know, I don't get paid for talking about the books that I talk about on my BookTube channel or the other channels I talk about, like my vlog. I don't get paid for talking about TV shows that I watch. I talk a lot about TV shows, okay? Do you know how many people read the books that I'm talking about? I I don't get paid to throw up a book in a true crime book club or to throw up a book in My Peter's book club, and I'm not asking for pats on the back. I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I want the people that watch my videos to enjoy the same things that I do, because if I fall in love with something, I want them to fall in love with it too, because I really believe in that. And I'm real honest. You know, I bought these lemonades the other day, these rose lemonades, and they were crap, and I got in my vlog and I said, they're crap. Don't buy them. Like, they're not worth, I don't think I said don't buy them. I said they're crap. I don't like them. They don't taste good. They're nothing like I thought they would be, right? So what I don't understand is this. Unless you're making a lot of money, just be honest with your audience, right? Just come out and be honest with your audience. I have never done a sponsorship where I really believe in a product and I have said right out of the gate, this video is sponsored. I always try to put it like right at the beginning of my video within the first minute I start it, because that's where you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to start it within the first 2 minutes. The other thing that kills me is the amount of YouTubers, and I mean, I see this across the board with, to be honest with you, with a lot of people that I really enjoy watching their content too. But you'll watch 10 minutes of a video and right in the middle of a 20-minute video at the 10-minute mark, they throw in a sponsorship. No, girl, that's not where you throw the sponsorship. The sponsorship has to go at the beginning of the video, at the 2-minute mark, okay? You don't throw the sponsorship in the middle and say, let's take a break for a second and let's thank Athletic Greens and blah, 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 whatever, and all this kind of stuff, which, by the way, that stuff is crap. I tried it and I used it and it was gross. I didn't like it. There you go. And I didn't get sponsored for that. I bought it with my own damn money and I wasted a bunch of money on that stuff. But anyway, or whatever people are talking about. I have never done a sponsorship, okay? And come out and been honest about what I believed in, that, and said from the get-go that this is an ad, I'm being sponsored, I'm being paid, or I am doing an honest review in exchange for the product that they sent me, and that has ever affected people going and buying that product, right? And I think the difference is that people know, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I talk so much, especially on my vlog, about products and food and plate. Like I have had Piata, the Italian street food restaurant, every day for the last 3 weeks. I love Piata. I swear by Piata. You know how many people in my comment sections are like, oh, I'm getting Piata tonight. Oh, I wish I had Piata. Oh, I want Piata. Because I believe in Piata. I love Piata, okay? I don't think that me, and I don't get sponsored by Piata. God, I wish they'd sponsor me, you know? I'd be eating cannoli chips for days. But let me just tell you something. I don't believe that it has ever hurt me or hurt the sponsorship when I have mentioned that it is an ad. Like, I think these people are afraid that if they say it's an ad, it's going to get less people to purchase the products from them and it's going to affect their overall money. Like, that has never affected me. Not to mention that most companies, this is what is the most baffling to me, right? Is that most companies, I would say, if I had to make a guess, 98% of the companies that I have worked with and done sponsorships with, including Amazon, because I do have an affiliate link and I'm part of their affiliate program. And yes, I do disclose when I talk about them. What is amazing to me is that you usually have to send your video or your post back to them, and they have to approve it to see if you have disclosed correctly. So what's crazy to me is that these people are apparently working with companies that don't care if they don't disclose, which they can get fined for as well. Well, this trend of talking about influencers that are non-disclosing is starting to heat up and get packed and getting packed. It's starting to heat up and heat up and heat up and heat up more, right? More people are talking about it and more people are pissed about it. So eventually the FTC is going to do something about it, which is going to force Amazon to do something about it, which is going to force Lululemon to do something about it, which is going to force all these people to do something about it, right? Which is going to affect the overall coin of these people. If they don't get charged thousands and thousands of dollars for not disclosing all this time, they still have all these links up there. They can get charged for each of those links. Not to mention what Kevin James Bennett said overall is you're developing an untrustworthy relationship with your audience, which then what you're saying is the only reason I built this audience is to sell them products that they don't need or that I just want to make money off of, and I don't care if they need them or not. That to me, you want to talk about ruining the beauty community and you want to blame it on people, that to me is the ruining of the beauty community, you know? Putting out a palette every 3 weeks or every month and demanding that people really need this palette because this is the best palette in the world. Or linking one affiliate link after another. One of the ruining of the beauty community is that these people just literally soaked people dry of their money because they were investing all their money into these products these people were pushing left and right, you know? I know people that were spending hundreds of dollars a month on beauty influencer products. That's part of the big ruining of the beauty community, is the fact that these people have spent so much money through the years endorsing their influencers and buying the products they've talked about. But we don't want to talk about that, right? We want to continue to support those people. We'll support those people and continue to put money in their pockets so they can buy houses and Chanel purses until you're broke. But don't come crying to me the next time that some new scandal comes out with Jaclyn Hill and people are like, well, why do you continue to talk about Jaclyn Hill? Because Jaclyn Hill needs to be held accountable for it, you know? People need to know the truth about Jaclyn Hill, that she refuses to come out and address things, and she refuses to come out and change. She still to this day isn't disclosing affiliate links. Period. End of story. She isn't doing it, you know? And then makes a video where she just wants people to buy her products, and she links her products underneath there, but doesn't link any of the products that she talked about in the video. Why? Because she didn't get paid for it. Anyway, I've had enough of all that. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.